Hello everyone, welcome to the Ahdurin region. I'm your host Ahdurin himself. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Legends EA, already in progress. In the last episode, we found out about Team Nouveau. I'm saying that because that doesn't quite make much sense until you hear that the full name is Team Flare Nouveau. There you go. We're supposed to walk into this abandoned cafe that looks vaguely familiar if you played the X and Y game. So, we also learned a couple of new Pokemon that could exist, including filling in the gap right there on that level 63 Pokemon on the right-hand side. Maybe we'll get that soon. I hope so. Probably not. With that said, let's waltz on in. We're going to get to a lot of backstory here, so I'm excited about that. Here we are. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander cafe. Yep, looks familiar, all right. Even the coffee mug's here. And here, in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? Sure, let's go with that. You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? This character does not, actually. That weapon was AZ's creation. Oh, I see where this is going. You're going to blame AZ for the fact that Lysander turned into L, I guess? You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness, and we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumiose, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. Interesting. I see where we're going with this. I see the ideas. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, Ahdurin, to witness the truth yourself. Yeah, how are we doing that? You'll see. All I need to do, open sesame. Yep, the password's the same. And it slowly moves across. Oh, this looks all too familiar. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs was designed to be labyrinthine. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you even get to see the truth for yourself. Do we have to do the whole rotating maps thing? Okay, cool. We do not have the points yet, is one thing that I'll note. Take care down there. Don't expect a hot cup of coffee or anything, even if you do manage to make it back up alive. Oh boy, I remember this place. The cups on the counter looks like they were being used recently, probably by these guys. What else can be examined in this room? Not much else. Boxes just lying around, but someone in the middle cleaning up. Probably these two again. Alright. I suppose we'll walk in. And here, oh, drat. Yep, the portals are there. Everything looks a lot more expansive, but that's not surprising. Yellow. I figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs. Yep, Mabel's right there. If so, there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Can I go call the other Ahdurin? Maybe he's got his old elevator key? Alright, time to get searching here. And of course there's wild Pokemon in the area, so that'll be fun to look for. I've just been listening as well. It's sort of like a boom-bappy version of the, as we grab a pretty feather there, a boom-bappy version of the Lysander Labs theme. Can I do this? War panel doesn't seem to be powered. You'll have to find the right power supply unit to get it up and running again. That's Oh, is this? I wonder if this is the same layout. It doesn't quite look like it. This is how you would enter in. Door seems to be locked. The letter A is displayed on the console. Okay. Okay, so it seems like the pathway is slightly different, but I do think the layout is similar. And of course, there are wild Pokemon that could appear at any corner. So we gotta be careful about this. Here's something. An Ultra Ball, okay. My guess is probably it's gonna be, typically they've been like red sparkles. All right, so I'm guessing we're looking for something like that. I think I heard something. There's some Pokemon over there. This is a dead end. Oh, there it is. There's a Houndoom over there. Anyone else gonna show up? Nope, just the Houndoom. I wonder if I can sneak up on you a little bit. Nope, you might notice me. I don't think you can see me officially. But I'm hoping that you just turn around and I throw a Pokeball at you. Oh, nope, you see me. Well, all right, well, let's just do this the old-fashioned way. Go flying press here. Boom. And we'll try catching you, why not? See what happens here. Hey, there we go. Got a Houndoom. It's a good opportunity to get some experience points, maybe. Let's see. Nothing else, although there is some stuff over there. Here's another warp panel that's not powered. I'm assuming that'll zap us to the front. Here's this. Yeah, this is certainly out of date. I vaguely remember the layout here, and I think this is pretty accurate. All right, here's this. Okay, but I'm guessing this is how we power things on. Taking a look at this, there's a big lever here. I'm guessing we'll pull on that. You pull down the lever and activate the power supply unit. And that's gonna switch on the lights here, get some things zooming. And the warp panel is now active. There it is. Lights are back on. The nearby warp panel should work now. Cool. Lights being on are cool. Let's see where this leads us to. This is different. This is not the panel that was in the front. And there's a noise coming from like behind this. Okay. Let's keep rolling here. We can't, I honestly, I kind of appreciate the fact that we can't check all this stuff out. That looks like a special item. However, I can hear sounds of Pokemon, and there is one. There's a Manectric here. Let's see, can we just throw the Pokeball? Try that. Sneak behind. Nope, didn't work. And let's try this out. All right, air slash here. That didn't go on me, that went for you. Flying press, up in the air, down, and brick break. Why not? There we go. Let's try throwing this. Level 50, okay. The wild Pokemon aren't too far away. Right, sounds good. I didn't necessarily need to use Holucha there, but might as well. Ooh, what's this? Dark Pulse, that's a good move. Tiny Mushroom, anything else we got over here? No? Where's the Sparkle's over here? Am I missing anything? Okay. There's lab key card A. There we go. All right, so that'll get us through the first door. Let's bolts over there. Does the Houndoom respawn? It does not. Ooh, there's another. This is different. This is another one. Where does this lead us to? I think this is a dead end. Not quite. There's Electric there. Let's see if we can grab you. Manectric over there in the corner. Cool. Anyone else wanna reappear? No? Okay. We'll grab this item, because we might as well. A Dawnstone. I think we've got a few of those, actually. As we pop back over this way. Alright, let's see if I remember this right. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go down and around. Yep. And then waltz over this way, pop over here. Here's the red one. This one's still not active, but we do have this open. Keycard A, the door opens. And now we continue our investigation here. Pretty feather. Looks like we gotta find the light. Oh gosh. Noivern's here. That's a new one. Let's go into you, I think. Hey, how you doing, buddy? You wanna give me a stone edge, please? There we go. We'll throw this. Why not? And I don't know if we've caught a Noivern before. It does not look like it. We are slowly completing the Pokedex here. Maybe not purposefully, but hey, it'll work. Let's see. What are we looking for? There's some noise happening over there as well. I wonder if we can see it across. Doesn't look like it. We're not at level 18 yet. This is off. Can we do some investigation here? Nope, doesn't look like it. All right, now there's bound to be something over here. What are we looking at? Houndour. Okay, let's go into you. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Give me that. We'll throw this because I don't know if we've caught you. And then we'll give you a stone edge. And we don't need to catch a second one of you. That's fine. It does give a solid amount of time for you to catch it. All right, let's see. We'll grab the candy. We'll grab the Ultra Ball. Barbarical, you can come back. I'm assuming we're looking for B here. Letter B is displayed, yep. What else we got? Not much else this way, at least, but over here, we've got some more stuff. We need to go that way, I see. So let's switch these on. Pulling this lever here to unlock the warp panels. I'm trying to remember if we saw one recently, but I think it might be, we might be able to find one. Lights back on, nearby warp panels should work now. So, let's see, I don't think we can cross over that away, but there's bound to be another warp panel somewhere in this area. Oh, right here, that makes sense. Am I missing any others? Let's see, this leads us back there. All right, cool, just making sure. So let's go over here, use this warp panel, and that'll lead us to, I think this is the area we're looking for. Maybe? Nope, that looks different. That's where the electric was. Okay, so we might have to go somewhere else then. Probably through this panel, but not before getting those items. All right, then we panel through here to pop over here. Anything else we want to grab? Nope, doesn't look like it. Grab lab keycard B. This doesn't look like a door that can open. Okay. Alrighty, now B is this way. No, this is the wrong point. Where am I going? We want to go over here. Here's the warp panel, and then here is this with B over here. That's it. And the door opens here, leading us down a hallway. With something over there. Oh, is that Beldum? Oh, snap. And Matang, hold up. No, this is going to be impossible to catch, but we will try all the same. Let's see, any of these any good? None of these. None of these are any good. I figured as much. All right, so let's waltz up on you. We'll give you a flamethrower. Okay, try an Ultra Ball on you. And for, yep, hello. For, nope, didn't catch it. Flamethrower on you. Okay, we'll try an Ultra Ball on you. I also think this is going to be impossible to catch. That is true. Okay, well, we know where to find Beldum at least. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. A Sunstone here as well. And some more experience candies. All right, Pyro, you can return. Let's see what else we got. We go down the hallway here. Resist feather. There's the big hole. Okay, so I know where we are. This is where the electric was. There is some panel thing over there. Yeah, hold up. We're gonna go into you. And then we'll bulldoze you. Just hope you don't use a... Oh, there's the electric move. That I think will do a lot. Brick break. There we go. We don't need to catch you. You're fine. What else is here? Oh, another electric. Let's battle here. Why not? We'll go bulldoze. Yeah, I got hit by that. And the electric goes down, presumably. All Alright, we'll pull you back, get the tiny mushroom. Max revive is very nice. This I can pull now, yeah. So I need to find part C. Or maybe C? Or maybe we're at the elevator key already? As the lights turn on, warp panels are probably going to be on. Lights are back on, nearby warp panel should work now. Sounds good. Now we gotta find said nearby warp panel, which I presume gonna be this away. And sure enough, here it is. Before going through this though, there's an opportunity. And here are the books. If you guys remember, there was a whole library of stuff in this area. This is where Zarosik did all of his stuff. A whole lot of studies, which I guess we can't really read here. Yeah, it doesn't look like even we can read the good library shelves. All right, let's go over here. We'll use the warp panel. Leads us here. Grab ourselves a nugget, and there's at least a couple of items on the ground. A couple of candies and stuff. There's the Houndoom. I think we saw that a while ago. We'll waltz over this way. And what are we looking at here? Tables and other sort of items. There's something coming this way. Can we see what it is? It's Ekans. Okay. Although I'm hearing the sounds. That makes me think there's an alpha here, perhaps? Let's see. Okay, you're gonna attack me. I don't think I've caught an Ekans, so... Oh, I have caught an Ekans. Okay, so that'll make things easier. Bulldoze here. I keep getting hit by my own bulldoze. Hello. Yep, that is an alpha. Stone Edge. I'm gonna catch this alpha, actually. Because we might as well... Oh my gosh, this dude's right here. Alright, let's bulldoze here. Liquidation. And Stone Edge. Yeah, that's fine. You can keep going for me, that's cool. Bulldoze. I'm gonna go Brick Break, Liquidation. Yeah, the haze is fine. You don't have to worry about that. Bulldoze one more time. Stone Edge. We'll do a Brick Break, I suppose, because I think we can finish you off here. Liquidation. All right, cool. And we'll throw the Ultra Ball. And hopefully catch you. Hey, awesome. We got an Arbok and it's an alpha. Very nice. I think that might be the first alpha I've caught. I can't remember if I caught that Bunnelby way back early on. Still not at level 17, though. There's that Noivern back again. Let's grab ourselves the Zinc here. Very nice. I thought those were eyes for a second. But there is the key card in question. Just trying to make sure there's nothing else over here. Which it doesn't look like it. There's lab key card C. There's something behind this door, I think. Do we go this way? This feels new. There is Houndoom. Let's see. We'll go into you. Hey, what's up? Hey, give me a Stone Edge real quick. Yeah, give it the old 1-2. There we go. Easy there. Grab ourselves this. There's more. Yeah, let's just go for it. I think we can. Charge is fine. Yeah. I think we might have to do a little bit more battling than we probably were anticipating. There's a rare candy. We'll pull you back. Take a look around here. There's the gate, but I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Is there... Oh, hello. I'm gonna have all of you, because it seems like all of the Pokemon are here. Stone Edge, there we go. And we'll grab this here. There's a full restore. There's a Firestone, see? Those are some valuable items that could be useful if/when I complete the Pokedex. Alright, let's waltz in here. Keycard C. Alright, what else we got here? Oh. That's a big deal. The big fella, too? Alright, so if you're defensive form, you're gonna be weak. Here, we'll pull Absol out. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Anything else we can do? Not really. All right. Oh, this is going to be mandatory. An Aegislash floats in the way. It looks like you'll have to defeat it to continue ahead. Can I catch it? Because there is 2 Honedge there. I would love to catch these guys. Maybe we can? Absol should be out first. That's cool. All right, let's do this one step at a time. We'll go Shadow Claw over there. You are going for me. It does not look like I can catch you. Night Slash, big damage. Air Slash is not what I wanted to do. Shadow Claw. And Night Slash again. We'll try this one more time. Night Slash one more time. Or we'll do that. King Shield is fine. There we go. Down you go. I cannot catch you. Okay, that seems like that's the case there. Yeah, it looks like you weren't able to be caught there. Darn, that's a shame. The path is now clear. Well, my guess is either they'll respawn here and you can come back later, or they're found somewhere else. Any other items in the area? There's at least this thing. A potion. You're giving me potions now? I mean, sure, but I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Hello, what do we have here? Big rock? Big rock. Intriguing rock. It's one of the standing stones in line Route 10 all the way to the ruins in Geosense Town. Yes! These stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reverses. They then begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. I remember this, yes. That's right. Ooh, missed an item here. Max Potion. See, that's the type of stuff I was expecting by this point. And here is the elevator key. A card that activates the elevator in Lysander Labs is emblazoned with Team Flare's logo. Into the elevator, near the entrance. Can we fly there? We can fly to the beginning. That's intriguing. And they also have the little color coordination thing here. So this is all Zone A, Zone B, Zone C, I guess. There's a portal here that doesn't work. I wonder, how do we get to that then? Maybe it's powered downstairs. Nevertheless, we can just fly over here, or magically transport ourselves. I'm not sure how this works, but nevertheless, we've got. Actually, I want to heal up in case there is a battle here. We'll do that, and there. Okay. Everyone's pretty good. Ambrose is kind of lagging behind a bit. Gotta find some water-type Pokemon to deal with. Let's use this elevator key against the panel. And I know there's a few floors down the stairs. Which floor would you like to go to? I mean, if you're giving me the option, we're going to the halfway point and all the way. I think 3 is the big zone. Yep. But 2 likely has something here. Let's take a look, see what's happening. This is the long hallway, right? Oh no, these are the cells. Well, hold up. There was more here, wasn't there? Or am I off? I guess there's nothing more here right now. Alright, so let's head over here and then we'll go to B3 to the deepest parts of Lysander Labs. Now, that seems like the proper way to go, right? This is the end hallway. This is where Lysander was. Yep. I can't see a thing here. I know there's something like bookshelves blocking the way here. Can I? Will this work? No, you can't even attack. All right, so we're just walking in the dark here. And now we're seeing what? Oh, here we go. Some of the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all keycards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? Let's go in order. We're getting plot thrown at us. File 1, the device. Let's go with this. The device that grants life. I'm not going to do the voice the entire time. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. Yep. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosense Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work, but we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. Okay, that makes sense. We can just go in order here. Number 2, the devices, the fuel. The devices that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that has lost all its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? The legends here. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. That's kind of true. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing death and destruction. I went out of order there, but you can tell. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? And then finally, our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. This seems to remind me of dialogue that Lysander gave, right? The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. There's Lysander's dialogue there. Zeh sounds like Zygarde shown up. Hey. What's up? What is your thing here? Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. AZ created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. But how? Yeah, how are you here? Zygarde seems to wish that I come to this place. I've lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. Really? You don't remember Ahdurin? Or the other Ahdurin? That's fine. When I spoke with him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion. I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I think it was the legendaries, right? I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're still alive. Zygarde saved me. Really? I worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in the Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumios. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect this city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzy state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. We're talking Rogue Mega Towers? The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander's cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. Well. Interesting situation here. Alright, let's go back to Grisham and AZ. Or Grisham and Grizel, right? I don't know how I missed this, unless, yeah, it must be a respawning item. Let's go back to the cafe here. Hey, what's up? So, I've discovered a lot. Did you see Lysander? Yeah, he's still down there. To think that he is still alive. and yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest.
How can he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us...
Griselle, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Ahdurin, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. So I make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me.
Why would I do a thing like that?
You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of.
And if we can be the one to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently.
Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded.
But we couldn't just leave Lumios. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better.
At Nouveau Cafe, we worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. As we work there, we've also heard the voices of Lumios' people. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette.
Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do.
It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z.
Well, we have reached a conundrum here. And I wonder how we're going to progress forward from here. There's only one way to find out, and that is by checking out the next episode. That's right, we're leaving it on a cliffhanger, kind of, in this episode here. Thank you, everyone, for listening, watching, and supporting in any way, shape, or form that you do. This cafe continues to haunt us to this very day. Until the next time, everyone. That's what I meant to say. Take care.